Archangel Michael says, they never thought you'd rise like this. They whispered behind your back, thinking time had passed you by. But heaven had written a different chapter for you, one that no one saw coming. When they counted you out, you kept showing up with more grace, more strength, and more fire than ever before. They thought you were done, but God was only getting started with you. Your age became the very proof of divine timing. Some people are embarrassed by their age. But you? You are defying everything they believed about limits, beauty, and worth. You walked into the room, and they paused, shocked by your glow, your energy, your confidence. Their eyes widened when they realized you were not who you were last year. You've healed, you've leveled up, and you've broken through every box they put you in. You did what many fear to even begin. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You held your pain in silence for years while people laughed, judged, and underestimated. They didn't know that every wound turned into wisdom. You became something rare, untouchable in spirit. No one believed you'd come this far. But while they were mocking, heaven was molding. While they were laughing, your soul was sharpening like a sword ready for war. You shocked them because you outlived the labels they gave you. You shocked them because you don't need their approval anymore. You shocked them because you walk like royalty now. Rooted in divine love, Archangel Michael says, you are heaven's masterpiece, and this version of you is not even the final form. What's coming next will silence every false tongue. They'll see the radiance on your face and remember the times they called you too old, too late, or too lost. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There's a shift happening in your body, your aura, your presence. Even your silence now speaks with power. They used to ignore you. Now they study your every move. The glow-up was spiritual first. You wrestled battles no one knew. And because of that, your glow terrifies those who try to dim your light. Your age does not define you. It defines how far you've come without breaking. Every gray hair is a thunderbolt of wisdom. Every wrinkle is a story heaven remembers. You shocked them because you smiled while they tried to break you. You grew while they wished for your downfall. And now, your peace is louder than their noise. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your divine makeover happened when no one was watching. While they waited for you to fall, God raised you higher. You don't look like your battles, and that's what scares them most. You shocked the ex who thought you'd stay broken. You shocked the friend who thought you'd never leave their shadow. You shocked the relative who thought you'd always be dependent. There is a new fire in your words. There is authority in your presence. People don't understand it, but they feel it, and they're speechless. You no longer beg for validation. You are the validation. You walk into a space and heaven clears the energy for you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Your age is not your cage, it's your crown. You've seen things, survived things, mastered things, and it shows. God did not skip over you. He saved the best chapter for this exact season. That's why you've been feeling so alive. The glow they can't explain is not from any cream or diet, it's spiritual, it's glory. You wear destiny on your skin now. Archangel Michael says, you are the storm that learned how to dance in fire. Every time you were counted out, it was a countdown to your next upgrade. And now the trumpet has sounded, this is your season. Type Amen to get blessing 101. Your story is making people rethink their judgments. You are walking proof that God rewrites timelines. What was delayed is now delivered. You're glowing differently because your soul has grown stronger, you don't rush. You don't panic. You move with divine authority, you shock them because they thought pain would harden you. But it softened you into someone fierce yet kind. Now, you smile with secrets only God knows. The same age they mocked is now your superpower. They envy your peace, your insight, your calm. They tried to measure you in numbers, but you're infinite. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your beauty became louder when you stopped seeking approval. Your energy became rare when you chose healing over chaos. You shock them with how holy your presence has become. You are entering rooms now that once rejected you. You're receiving calls from people who never saw you before. What changed? You did. This age was your rebirth, not your ending. While others dread getting older, you're thriving in it. Your style changed, your mindset evolved. Your circle shifted. Everything about you screams, anointed and appointed. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You are glowing differently because you no longer compete. You've stepped into legacy mode. You're building things that will outlive you. People are afraid to compliment you now because they can't explain your transformation. You are becoming unrecognizable, and that's the miracle. You no longer talk about the pain, but people can feel you've been through it. There's a maturity in your laugh. A sharpness in your silence. Your walk is different, your eyes tell a story. Your presence commands peace. Type Amen to get blessing 404. The mirror now reflects someone chosen, someone protected, someone risen. You don't even have to speak, the way you enter the room tells your entire story. You are glowing with the oil of survival. You smell like favor, you sound like destiny fulfilled. They try to age you with their insults. But God aged you with wisdom, with resilience, with grace. Type Amen to get blessing 711. Your photos are turning heads. Your words are echoing in the right hearts. You are awakening admiration and envy, and you didn't even try. You shock them because they swore they knew who you were. But they only knew your past, not this divine force you've become. You smile differently now because peace has replaced anxiety, you sleep deeper because purpose carries you. You move softer but hit harder. You forgive quicker but forget slower, you are learning to keep what's sacred, sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. Applause that's coming is not just from earth, it's from heaven. Angels are celebrating your breakthrough. You are not invisible, you are incredible. You are walking in answered prayers. You are living in restored confidence. You are aging in reverse because you're feeding your soul more than your ego. Your light is intimidating because it exposes what others are hiding. You walk with truth, you speak with clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They judged your age but they didn't know your assignment. They mocked your past but couldn't predict your prophecy. You shocked them because you made it look easy when it was anything but. Now people are watching, studying, trying to figure out your secret. But your secret is simple. God is with you. You don't need loud declarations. Your existence is the message. Your life is a walking sermon of survival and sacred power, and what's next? Even greater, even deeper, even more divine. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They thought your light would dim by now. But instead, it's glowing stronger, brighter, bolder. You've become the person they said you'd never be. You're thriving in ways that humble them. Your name is being whispered in rooms you haven't entered yet. Favor is following you. Peace is protecting you, and this age. This age is your spotlight. This age is your legacy unfolding in slow, divine motion. Type Amen to get blessing 234. You are heaven's surprise, God's plot twist. Their greatest underestimation. Everything that seemed late is showing up right on time. Everything you lost is being replaced with joy. Now they stare. Now they gossip. Now they wonder. But you just keep walking, because your glow can't be undone. You shock them, because your age isn't your limit, it's your legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They look at your face now and wonder what changed. You haven't said much, but your spirit has been speaking volumes. You carry the air of someone who's been chosen, and that unsettles those who once ignored you. They remember when you used to cry in silence. Now they're confused watching you rise with quiet power. You shock them because you stopped explaining yourself and started embodying your blessings. Your transformation was not about proving them wrong. It was about proving to yourself that you could be more. And you've become more than they ever imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They tried to outshine you with noise, but you became light itself. You don't fight for a place anymore. Places adjust to your energy. The space around you has become sacred. You age in the body, but your spirit is eternal. You shock people because you've grown into peace, and peace is rare. Your stillness shakes rooms louder than chaos ever could. You no longer panic when things delay. You've tasted divine timing and learned to trust it, that patience made you magnetic. They can't place their finger on what's different, but they know you're not the same. You're more vibrant, more aligned, more holy in presence. Type Amen to get blessing 919. You wear confidence like a crown now. It's not loud. It's not arrogant, it's calm, rooted, and deep. At this age, they thought you'd be fading. But you're glowing harder, flourishing, leading. People from your past are returning, not to support, but to study you. They want to know how you did it. How you rose from the ruins with elegance. Your strength was built in silence, your beauty, refined in shadows. And now, it's shining in a way that no filter ever could match. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. You've become the version of yourself you once prayed for, and that scares people who always saw you as less. But your worth was never theirs to measure. You don't ask for a seat at the table anymore, you are the table. You bring abundance wherever you go. Your laugh now carries weight, your words feel prophetic. You shock even yourself when you realize how far you've come. Archangel Michael says, "This age was meant to break you, but it became your making. You are not behind. You are on divine time." Type Amen to get blessing 7777. They didn't expect your voice to be this powerful, but now when you speak, people listen. There's something different in your tone, it carries destiny. Your glow is not from makeup, it's from healing. From choosing joy when bitterness was easier. You've aged into power, a soft kind of strength, a rare kind of wisdom. Now people ask for your advice, they lean in when you talk. They feel safe in your presence because you've battled storms and survived. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You are no longer reacting to life, you are directing it. You are no longer afraid to say no, to set boundaries, to walk away. Your aura has shifted, you used to chase. Now you attract. You used to seek, now things seek you. What they laughed at is what they now want to imitate. The same traits they judged in you are now trendy, you were ahead of time. People wonder why you don't age like others. It's because your soul is light and light doesn't crack under pressure. Type Amen to get blessing 848. The grace that follows you can't be explained. It confuses your enemies. It surprises your friends, it humbles those who once judged. You move with elegance because you've learned the cost of peace. You don't play in chaos anymore, you protect your energy like a treasure. Your journey has carved a presence that can't be taught. It must be earned, and you've earned every ounce of it. They still tried to define you by your past. But your past is no longer in the room. You are. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. You are revolving with elegance. Every scar now shines. Every pain now praises. People expected you to become bitter. But you became better. Not only better, but unshakable. They are speechless not just by your success but by your peace. You are no longer trying to fit in, you were always meant to stand out. They say you look younger now, but it's not just your face. It's your spirit. It's your freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 121. You don't shrink anymore to make others comfortable. You no longer doubt yourself when you walk into new spaces. You carry the room now. At this age, they assumed you'd be invisible. But heaven marked you to shine later, so your light couldn't be stolen early. You shock them because you don't carry bitterness, you carry breakthrough. And that light is blinding to those still stuck in darkness. They thought you were aging, but you were actually ascending. Type Amen to get blessing 202. You're not afraid of years anymore. You wear them like medals. Everyone tells a story of strength, growth, and divine survival. The people who underestimated you are now overthinking everything you do. But they'll never understand this glow. It's heaven's signature on your life. Archangel Michael says, you were never late, you were preserved. You were being seasoned for something that requires depth, not speed. Your story is not one of decline, it's one of divine defiance. You rose, and that was the shock. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Let them stare. Let them whisper, your existence is already the loudest answer. Let them wonder what your secret is. The answer is God, favor, resilience, purpose. You don't have to prove your glow. You just have to live it. And that's exactly what you're doing. Every compliment now carries more weight because you earned it. Every door that opens now is laced with divine approval. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. People can't deny the shift. You carry something rare. You hold an energy that can't be copied. At this age, you're living like you just got started, and that's because you did. Your new chapter is just beginning. They tried to silence you with time, but time is now your amplifier. Every step is a sermon. They will remember you, not for what you lost, but for how you rose after losing, and how you smiled anyway. Type Amen to get blessing 441. Let the world keep guessing how you do it. Let them try to label you. You are beyond what language can capture. Your walk tells heaven's story. Your life is living proof that grace doesn't age, it only grows deeper. You've become the inspiration you once searched for. And now others look to you as the light. Don't slow down, keep rising. You're just now stepping into the fullness of your calling. Type Amen to get blessing 505. They still don't understand how you're glowing like this without effort, but it was never about luck, it was about alignment. You're now walking in everything they tried to block. This is the age where others slow down, but you picked up momentum. This is the chapter they didn't think you'd reach. But you've not just reached it, you've owned it. You shocked them because you stayed consistent when no one clapped for you. You kept planting even when the soil looked barren. Now your harvest is public and undeniable. Your silence is now golden, your presence is now magnetic. They feel it before you even speak. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You don't need to post everything anymore. You are the message. You are the proof that time and spirit can partner to create a miracle. Your name is being written on hearts, in rooms, and in divine alignments. And the best part, you don't need to beg for recognition, it's chasing you. This age is your reward, not your punishment, and you wear it like royalty crown with victory. You didn't rush. You didn't force, you surrendered, and heaven rewarded that. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You once thought the delay was a curse. Now you see it was protection. You were being hidden to be revealed at the perfect moment. You look younger because your soul is finally at peace. you smile deeper because your heart knows who it belongs to now, God, purpose, and yourself. They thought your glow would come from a job, a title, or a relationship. But it came from divine healing. And that can't be taken. Every time someone said, "It's too late," God whispered, "I'm just getting started with you." Type Amen to get blessing 3737. At this age, your beauty is no longer surface level. It's sacred. It's earned, it's felt. The more they tried to dim your presence, the more heaven highlights you. You've become a lighthouse for those silently suffering. You don't just walk in beauty, you walk in clarity, discernment, and grace. People feel safe around you because you've been through storms and didn't lose your soul. Now, they say you're glowing, but really, you're just finally free. Type Amen to get blessing 989. They thought this would be your ending season. But it's your launching pad. What's coming next will take your story global. You've shocked those who once turned away. Now they're watching from a distance, wondering how you got so far with so little. You had something they never had. Divine favor. You didn't compete. You just aligned, and that's why your blessings are limitless. Your age does not disqualify you. It qualifies you. It speaks of a survivor, a thriver, and a chosen vessel. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. You're not chasing dreams anymore. You are living in them. You are embodying everything you once wrote in secret journals. People feel the shift in your photos. In your voice, even your absence speaks volumes. This is the age where you stop doubting. You've already proven enough, you've already made heaven proud. Archangel Michael says, you were not meant to shine early. You were meant to shine unshakably, and that's exactly what's happening now. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Your light now exposes fake energy. That's why people fall off when you rise. They were never meant to witness this level of your glow. You're shocking them by staying peaceful in situations that once broke you. You're shocking them by loving yourself in ways you never could before. You've become so aligned that rejection now feels like protection. And redirection feels like grace. Everything is sacred now. They thought this season was for sitting down. But you're standing taller than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. People scroll through your old memories, stunned at how far you've come. You no longer resemble who they once knew. You've bloomed beyond their expectations. You are joy in motion, you are healing personified. And you are aging into glory, not out of it. This age is your divine renaissance, a holy reintroduction, a spiritual grand opening. You're about to shock even yourself. The blessings unfolding will bring tears you never thought you'd cry again, this time from joy. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. You have redefined what aging means. You made it look like magic, you made it feel like elevation. Your time is not up, it's ignited. Your purpose is not fading, it's flaming. And this flame will light others. You don't look for proof anymore. You are the proof. You don't chase affirmation. You are the affirmation. Let them wonder how you did it. You were chosen, refined, and crowned. At this age, they never saw you coming. Type Amen to get blessing 9999 our men. Type Amen to get blessing 99 Amen. 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 Type Amen to get blessing 90.